right, let's see if I'm properly live again. Oh, shit. Shit. Man, hold on. Is it actually Mis- Okay. Mr. Admin, I'm a big fan. Am I allowed to play with a bit with channel graphics inspired by yours from April 1 through 3? I want to make a tasteful parody, but I don't want to be mistaken for impersonating you. Best regards, Felix. I'm very nervous typing this. They look like this. Please forgive me. Okay, okay. That might have been the best thing I've ever done by accident because I screwed up the intro for 11 minutes. Okay, let's get the show on the road. Trolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. It's been a long tour. All I can think about is going back home. Now, I might have been drafted under Kimball, but you know, I gotta protect and defend the Republic. Oh, we say Moldava now. Oh, do we? Well, we've got this suspected Legion smuggling camp coming up here on the ridge. We don't know what's going on, but we gotta investigate. We're the only patrol in the area, so we're the only ones who gotta check it out. And since I'm all on my lonesome, I guess I count as a patrol. I was heading back alone. I was hoping to catch a caravan because I was on leave, but I guess it's all we got. I wish I had backup, but you know, we can't always ask for everything. I guess this is it. Hold on, I gotta reset the set. I gotta reset the set. I gotta reset the set. Cut that out. We'll cut that out in post. I guess I'm the only one who can establish the Republic's presence in here. Contact! Let's see if there's anyone else. Over here! Oh shit, we got one. Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It's me. It is me. Wait, as I switch out the BGM. It is me, your talking male on stream. Normally I'm a Cupid as my day job, but I recently got a job as this male gun bunny. And I should say, I quite am liking this. I am quite liking this new profession. Now, okay, welcome back to the channel, the Arbitrative Conclusions channel, hosted by me, the Talking Male on stream. Normally I'm a Cupid. Recently I got this job as a male gun bunny, and I should say I quite enjoy it. God, we gotta stare into the camera. We gotta stare into the camera. we gotta stare into the camera. He always stares into the camera. He always stares into the camera. Okay. Yeah, it's not close enough. We got to do a close up. Colton, you got to move closer. No, he always calls his cameraman Colton. We got to do. Oh shit! Oh shit! we got to move closer. We got to move closer to the camera. Normally I'm a Cupid, like, whether you're eating your coffee or drinking your beer, time thefting from your boss, I appreciate you watching, as that's the highest honor a YouTuber can have. If you're watching this on the toilet, if you're on the toilet, it's good too, because I'll be reading your comments on the toilet. It's like we are, as Ryan Gosling says, interlinked. We're interconnected in this network between sewer and mind and internet and body. It is amazing. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for the algorithm god, a god of who doesn't like it when VTubers do ASMR, but it will be more friendly to this video because we're only running 20 round magazines. Today we're covering, okay, we gotta stop looking directly into the camera. We gotta show the gun. We gotta show the gun. That's part of being a gun bunny. We gotta show the gun. Okay. Today we're looking at the today we're looking at something very close to me, covering something very close to my heart. If you've played Fallout New Vegas, this is instantly recognizable. It'll go by many names in this video, but all you'll know it as the AR-15 service rifle, the Bear's Claw, the right arm of the Republic. It's an enduring symbol of the NCR and of the West Coast, of Fallout as a whole. It's more than just a Colt 603 clone with a wood furniture, even though that's what most of it is on the surface. It's all very charming. It's elegant. It's rugged. It's simple. It's got an A1 length stock and a 20-inch full pencil barrel. Now, being a firearm based on a fictional weapon, this gun has a lot of lore in the Fallout games, lore that you have to piece together. It's not all the same as real life. The hell was that? Maybe we should... I got this range off some guy. Named him, I think his name was Matt Carricker. We are in Nevada, Stan, but he is from Texas. I think he was retiring or something. So I got this flat range for free, so we upgraded our flat range LARPing abilities that we were able to play with here. So we start in this alternate time in Fallout. We start in this alternate timeline of the 2050s. The European Commonwealth has just invaded the Sandbox, the United Kingdoms of Arabia, the largest oil producers in the world. It's a tale as old as time on our end, but it ends differently here, as it ends in this horrifying display of nuclear fire between the Arabs and the Europeans, resulting in a civil war over the ashes in Europe. A breakdown of NATO and the terrifying Brave New World for the remaining last three great powers. You got the Soviet Union, which is slowly but surely falling apart. You got the People's Republic of China, the newest, biggest heavy hitter on the stage, and the biggest threat to communism, that communism is and poses on the world stage. And of course, you have the US of A. You got the good old US of A. Normally, we'd call this World War III, but Fallout has a distinctive name for it: the Resource Wars. Severe oil shortages would force American companies to massively rethink their strategy. You can't get much plastic without oil, and you can't get much anything out of oil, really. Some switch to biopolymers, like we would see on their version of the CAR-15, which is known as the assault carbine. Some switched to biopolymers, but those were more expensive and less durable than their oil-based counterparts. The cheapest option was good old wood, and Colt began offering them with their AR-15 Rangemaster series, as you can see here. The Rangemaster is perhaps the most dominant rifle of the entire Fallout series, making its first appearance as the hunting rifle in Fallout 1 and returning for Fallout 2 in Tactics. You gotta love interplay. In universe, the U.S. kept going down the war path. Things needed to change even more. They were in a state of total war, and they needed all hands on deck. This led to the creation of the quite common R16. The R16 series, R standing in for reservist or reserve. What the hell was that? We might have to blast something with this for real. It was intended for the National Guard. It wasn't just limited to Colt, but a variety of gun companies and even other manufacturing sectors such as car makers got in on manufacturing these rifles. They're so simple a Chrysler's factory could make one, and they do. I find that really interesting because in real life, our world, the closest analog to Chrysler we have, General Motors, also produced their own firearms from World War II to the early days of Vietnam. George Hyde made the M3 grease gun for the Guide Lamp division, and copies of the M1 carbine were made under inland manufacturing, both of these General Motors companies. Hell, in the early days of Vietnam, one of the first manufacturers of the M16A1 outside of Armalite and Colt was GM's Hydromatic Brake Parts division. Pretty based. I wish more car companies were like this today. Back in this alternate world of Fallout, Back, the receivers of these R16s, commonly known as service rifles, will be made with cast aluminum to save our manufacturing time. Manufacturing. Can I figure the gun buddy? Not right now. That comes later. Even commonly known as service rifles will be made with cast aluminum to save manufacturing time. Most AR now, most AR-15 receivers today, even the cheaper ones, would be forged instead of cast, because it would be forged instead of cast, cast for the higher strength. And it was how Eugene Stoner designed the rifle. But Fallout's world needed more expedience, more efficiency, more guns, and casting was much simpler than anyone who owned the materials. This is not one of those rifles. There's a plane. There's a plane. There's always a plane. I think that's going to Nellis. It would be more appropriate if it was a B-29, but there's always a plane. Even in the apocalypse, there's a plane interrupting these videos. I can't get a break, man. I can't get a break. Anyways, so everyone knows what happens in Fallout. Bombs drop and human civilization pauses for a brief moment. The world is savage and barbaric again, full of buffoons and rapscallions. Though you are alone, afraid, hunted by savage raiders and scary mutants, but you are still special. And so were the people of Vault 15, who emerged into the desert to form Shady Sands. But then we turn our attention to the ruins of LA. Well, okay. LA, it's already a ruin. We get that. Even in our world, it's already a ruin. But this is more radioactive, as they call themselves, the Boneyard of Angels. And civilization, getting back on its feet, needed armaments. Now, former raiders and this is where the gun runners come in. They were former raiders. They put violence away to make, they put down their own tools of violence to make their own tools of violence, if that makes sense. So they made profit and fortune, and they single-handedly revived the entire West Coast gunsmithing business and start churning out firearms. Now the humble town of Shady Sands this humble town of Shady Sands later grows into the iconic New California Republic, and the only slice of order in a savage new age. And they need guns. Now the NCR Army, grown out of their small beginnings as Shady Sands' town militia, have been using pre-nuclear war versions of the R16 and the Rangemaster, originally intended for the National Guard, police, civil defense, and civilian militias. Of course, they were all being terribly worn out by this time, and they desperately needed something new. Enter the gunrunner's variant of the service rifle, which would later become known as the NCR Standard. Still made from aluminum castings and wood carvings, these would go on to arm at least 75% of the entire NCR Army, and even a few of its famous Rangers. Everything would change once again. It's 2277. The NCR, plagued by the Brotherhood of Steel in the West, has grown into a mighty empire, and it has expanded everywhere from Oregon to Mexico, and is even going into Nevada, as we call it here, Nevada-stan. But it would now have to face a full force of a new enemy coming out of Arizona by Jean, Caesar's Legion. These Roman LARPing, slave-taking barbarians had a massive fledgling empire of their own to the east, and they were led by, funny enough, we'll put up a picture of Edward Sallow here, a disgruntled NCR citizen. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine going postal like that? Well, I guess he was in the Red Cross, so he was in their version of the Red Cross, so that'll drive anyone crazy for a while. Now, these Roman LARPing, so they launched themselves at Hoover Dam and were able to take it over. We'll put up a graphic of that in the future. Only stopped by a valiant last stand at Boulder City. And as the NCR licked its wounds and took up post at the dam again, they realized changes would need to be made. How could the world's best military be bested by some dirty, Latin LARPing savages? So the gunrunners began offering upgrade packages for the service rifle, forged aluminum receivers for better heat management, as we can see here. Oh shit, we got an ad. This doesn't happen in the videos. I get better buffer tubes and better triggers. I guess in Fallout, Bill Geisley was a ghoul who moved to California or something. This finally leads us here to my baby, to this service rifle built to the Colt Rangemaster specs. Of course, this is not a gun runner thing, even if it is mocked up as one. This is a PSA H&R build with Black Guns wood furniture. And now, gentlemen, this stream has been made possible. This stream has been made possible by admin results. The not original, that goes to Grand Thumb, but he cheated on his wife. But admin is still the best at this. This terrible April Fool's joke is this deeply flattering parody of this channel. Well, as sometimes it isn't very flattering, but most of the mockery is directed at myself. And I'd like to shine some light on my flesh Oshi, this wonderful preacher of guns who is very attractive man who does a lot of things and has kept me warm at night whenever VTubers aren't around to fill the gap. So, range. Okay, we gotta go to the range segment. We gotta go to the range segment. Okay. Now, of course, as they say, talk is cheap and ammo is expensive, but I bet you all have been bored out of your minds. You're probably begging me, Felix, go shoot the damn thing. And I will. Let's start off with a simple build drill. That's 6 rounds on target. Okay, you, terrible artist, you gotta come to me, alright? You gotta say beep. You gotta say beep in the chat, and you gotta time me because I don't have a cameraman. I'm out here with a GoPro, so say beep. You gotta say beep for me, man. So I know when to start. Well, let's start on safe, then we'll flick it off, and then unload on target. Come on, man. You gotta say the beep. I don't have a chronograph or a shot timer, but we work with what we have here. I am a bit low. I'm a bit low on things here on this flat range, but I spent all my money buying the flat range and renting out time. So you gotta say the beep for me, man. One of you in chat, you gotta do that. Okay, beep. Shit. Okay, that grouping wasn't very good. Well, I did get one dead on target, but most of the shots missed. Let's try that again. Maybe it's because I'm nervous. All right, let's try this again. Beep. All right. Not bad. My grouping's a little bit better. It's a little bit more consistent, a little bit off to the right, but that's how it is. We got a few on target. Unfortunately, we don't have silhouettes because my suspiciously metal and paper silhouettes don't have this electronic beep, unlike these surprisingly electronic hay bales. And so we got instead here. No, I think we did pretty well. I think we are improving. Let's try that again. All right, we got a third alarm. Beep. All right. Hit pretty close. That's combat range distance. I think a legionary would be closing to that distance, so where we would open fire like that. So unfortunately, we don't have any silhouette targets for now, so no Mozambiques. But we will do plenty of head popping in a bit, as we saw in the intro. Now, if you've played Fallout New Vegas and actually, let's take a break for a moment. Let's do the 2-2-4-2-2 drill since we have this perfect three. These 3 right here. That's right. Let's start from another beep. Alarm. Okay. Oh, beep. I missed a few times, but I think I got pretty consistent. So. We got most of those on target. That was our 2-2-4-2-2, invented by our. The hell is that? We got a getaway. Well, we got a service rifle, so if there's any death claws or Wendigos out there, we'll just shoot them in the head. Anyway, so we got this. We got it going on. That was invented by our clone father, Travis Haley, Haley Strategic. Of Haley Strategic. Now, if you played Fallout New Vegas. Would know most of the strength of the NCR army comes from this sort of massed volley fire. This massed volley of fire. Bang, 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 bang. Massed, aimed, semi-auto only, bringing down legion and fiend hordes and con women and children in the dirt. Bitter Springs was not their proudest moment, but anyway, they have this perfect blend of accurate fire and suppressive fire because they got so many people lined up in a line, squad forward, launching lead down range. That would scare even the hardest of wasteland raiders. But we don't have that today since we are, of course, all alone. We are, of course, all alone. It's just me and my GoPro. I couldn't afford a cameraman because I bought this flat range. And they don't necessarily need full auto because they have so many people. But we don't have that, so instead we have a little treat. Now let's make up for it. Let's me, of course, YouTube, this is semi-automatic only. This is just very fast semi-auto, so bear that in mind. It's fun like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, the NCR, if all the NCR had some of those, boy, maybe they would have won the Battle of Hoover Dam. But I can't say for myself. Man, most of those shots went overhead. I got a little too excited. Man, I spent all this ammo. There's that damn plane again. Anyway, let's run this little CQB course that we've set up in this little mock-up town right here. Maybe it'll expose some of the issues that come from running a 20-inch full-length rifle. And we'll stop by the car and retrieve some more ammo. The hell is that? Where's that? I think that's quite a bit to work with for the rest of the session. So, let's, of course, we have here, you will know, I am in fact carrying a pistol. This, of course, is the Browning High Power. This, of course, is the Browning High Power. Normally, NCR troopers would not have this big old pistol on their hip. This is a backup gun, but I do have a backup gun, and of course, since this is... We may have to shoot something for real around this place. Maybe it's haunted. But you know, nothing a little lead won't fix. But you know, while I am, of course, dressed in the garb of an NCR trooper, I do have a backup gun, which is my pistol. Never go anywhere without a backup gun. And while, of course, this would be normally reserved for officers, in-game, it's the most common firearm in the entire wasteland. So would put it past on a resourceful infantryman to get his hands on a handgun, to get his filthy little grunt mitts. This is the Browning High Power, of Benny fame. This might get its own video in the future. Alright, so, with that being said, let's move. Semi-auto only as they would in game. Got two in the fire. Gotta hit 3 on target. Oh shit, we're out. Normally it'd switch to the pistol, but... Oh, that was tight. Oh, shit. Gotta take out the guy in the tower. Oh shit! 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 We have an ad. We have an ad. This doesn't happen in the videos. Moldaver. Do we say that now? Make sure those guys are down. Oh, we got one here. Sure he's down. We're gonna ambush the guy at the top of the tower with our pistol. I'll reload that real quick. Alright, let's clear some of these houses. Oh shit! Oh shit. They're everywhere! These Legion guys are everywhere. Let's reload our rifle before going upstairs and take him out with our pistol. Oh shit, he's right there. So let's keep clearing these houses. They're full of these Legion scum, these barbarians. Alright, breaking in, reach and clear. We got one more house. We gotta... Oh, shit. I think we got him. I think we got them all. All right, that was fun. So as we can see, the rifle can get a bit unwieldy in close quarters, and we had to run through a lot of 20-round mags just to make sure our enemies were down. And Felix did. Felix, did you rebrand? No, this is my job. I got a new job as a hi Seismic. I got a new job as a male gun bunny. It's me. It's me. The talking male on stream. I'm doing this as a tribute to my flesh Oshi, who, you know, he's been doing well, but I decided I wanted to imitate him for a bit. I'm doing this for the bit, and it's a wonderful bit that I have going on. Anyways, so yeah, we nailed those barbarians real good. As you can see, okay. As you're aware, with all the shooting we're doing, you'll be asking, what's the lethality like on this service rifle? Well, the effects of 20... Hold on, this music is a little bit too loud. With all the shooting we're doing, you'll be asking, what's the lethality like on the service rifle? Well, the effects out of a 5.56 out of a 20-inch barrel has been well documented the world over. We've been killing with it since Vietnam, and with more limited applications like the Mark 12 SBR, we're still killing with it today. The 223 and the later 5.56 round were designed to be a lightweight round. Oh shit! Don't go there, cameraman! Get off me! What the hell are you doing, man? You're a little fruity, a little gay. Don't go there. Anyways, we've been killing with it since Vietnam, and some more limited applications like the Mark 12 SBR, we're still killing with it today. The 223 and the later 5.56 round was designed to be a lightweight round fired from a long barrel. But to assuage any doubts, I'll be testing it out on these scarily realistic Legion dummies. As you can see, we've ignore the real blood spatters on these dummies. These are highly realistic ballistic dummies that we're gonna test this rifle out on. Alright, let's head back to the bottom of the hill. Let's check out. Okay. All right. Well, now let's check out. Let's check out the conclusions. The arbitrative conclusions. Oh. Anyway. Okay. You gotta do that bit. We had to do that bit. I gotta stare into the camera again. We gotta stare into the camera. Let's check out the conclusions. The arbitrative conclusions. the arbitrative conclusions. Okay. Hold on, okay. Oh shit. Shit, I no clipped. Okay, don't do that. As you can see here, the round penetrated his chest real good. That round penetrated his abdomen real good. That second one went through his leather chest plate, and that last one went straight to the head. It penetrated this lower abdomen. This one got him near the arm actually. As we can see. Oh wow, that got him in the lung. That got him right in the heart. That penetrated his chest cavity real good, as you can see from the blood splatter here and here, and around here, I guess this got him around the stomach as well. It's a good place to target your shots. That's center mass. It might not kill your target instantly, but as we know, we that'll slow them down real quick and leave them open for a finishing blow, a coup de grace with your rifle. Looks like a lot of football and baseball gear doesn't protect well from high velocity lead. They should have been wearing some real armor, like me. Unlike our dear, the ones are like me, like the don't flag the cameraman. They should be wearing real armor like this guy right here. Now, As we can see, there's all the headshots are a clear in and out exit wound, of course, but it was able to fragment, and there was enough hydrostatic shock that it came out all the back that it blew out the back of the brains. So unlike our dear courier, that level of wound expansion means those legionaries aren't getting back up. Now velocity kills. Velocity is good at range. Let's run over here.
The YouTube music app
Oh shit, we got another ad. This doesn't happen in the videos. This doesn't happen in the videos. Anyways, let's get back to shooting. As you can see, the 5.56 cartridge, and out of a 20-inch barrel, is excellent at long range. Now, unfortunately, I am not 9-hole reviews. I might be Asian, but there's a reason I'm pretending to be administrative results and not 9-hole reviews, because I can't shoot for shit. His cartridge can reach out and touch well beyond 150 meters, but you know, I can't really shoot that far. Of course, this is why I'm a gun bunny and not a gun tuber. I'm not the best at shooting yet, but you know, I look really sexy on camera when I pose with a gun. Come on. Is this rifle zeroed? Maybe it's not zeroed. Maybe that's why I'm having these problems. That's why I'm only good at CQB. Man, this really isn't zeroed, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Got our Geiger counter going. It's very realistic. It's just like Fallout. I'm not very good at long range, though. Not with irons, at least. Now, at least we have a special DMR Colt scope that'll even the odds against these little fiends milling around Camp McCarran. We've got a 3x scope here. This is period correct. Even though it might not be in Fallout, it should have been. I think this is what the NCR could be issuing for their DMRs. And this is why I LARP as admin results. You keep hitting these shots. See how better we've improved with an optic? This is a bit overpowered though. In the game, they didn't have these. Let's get back up. Let's get on these sandbags from a prone position so you can see my ass, like we all do, like as a good gun bunny does. Let's get on these sandbags and let's get on these sandbags in the prone position. In the prone position, you get a good shot. Get a good shot of that rear. Get a good shot of that rear. Not gonna lie, dude, you sound kind of like a younger Boone to me. Shooting range ASMR. High five, Foxtrot. I didn't expect you to watch me embarrass myself today. See how good we're doing. Take some shots at the rear. My own electronic targets, my feedback is my own feedback is jamming me up. I think that's enough. So let's run one more mag. Take it from the top. or from the bottom, I should say. See if I can hit any of the reds on this one. I want to hit the deltas, even though that's not really a thing with these hay bale targets. Gotta hit the deltas. We gotta hit for the credit card for the credit card in the head, as all good shooters would. Anyways, let's give you all one last treat, shall we? Got a couple more mags left. See, it ain't that hard to do it in bursts. Hitting your target's the more challenging part. Let's get that guy in the boat. He's been taunting me since all my shots are missing. Ooh, we got a gold on that one. Anyways, gentlemen. Some of you may be wondering about the practicality of this setup. Of course, it's all a lark. Of course, it is all a lark, and a very fun one at that. But would you use a service rifle style AR-15 in your daily life? Probably not. As you saw in the CQB training setup, I can't mount a light or a laser or any of that. I had to use a light mounted to my camera. There are even much more modern AR-15s that will give you practical usage in real life, whether for hunting or self-defense or sports shooting, and still let you LARP as if you're in Fallout. See the Marksman carbine. I'm a tactical LARPerator. I like lights, I like lasers, I like scopes, I like red dots. All that being said, there are times and places when running the barriers to modern technology gives you the most kinesthetic joy, where everything is analog and nothing runs on a battery. My zoomer brain would implode, but I would also enjoy it. I think there are no rifles that can quite match the unique beauty of an M16A1 dressed in wood, and for that, this is very near and dear to my heart. You will never be a high-speed cool guy with this weapon, but that's the whole point. You're the NCR grunt, the sapling of the sequoia that is the new California Republic, seated to the east to do the betting of the west with high numbers and honest hearts. Do you need a service rifle? No, but I would definitely recommend it. And hey, if you ever need to use this in a real life situation, you've got enough swagger to last you for the rest of your days. Now, gentlemen, oh shit, the music, the music's off again. Now, gentlemen, 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 I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this stream. I hope you have enjoyed Arbitrative Conclusions. I have nothing else to give you. I will be catching you on the flip. Godspeed. Okay. Okay, that's it. I'm not doing this LARP anymore. I can't do it. I thought I could emulate his voice. Anyway, okay. I thought I could emulate his voice. Hey guys, Felix here. Yes, it is me. This was supposed to be like this late April Fool's thing that I put together. I had an idea of like LARPing as a gun tuber for a while, especially because I watch so many. I have like a bit of an addiction, and besides, um, so many of the so many of if you watch Smugalana and Remy Springs, like I don't do React content a lot. I do it sometimes. I've reacted to admin before on this channel. I've reacted to admin. Okay, let's make the rest of the stream is a Zatsu, but you know it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be nice. So, for the most part, this is the guy that I've been like LARPing as. Like you know, it's not everyone's thing. It's not everyone's thing, but you know, he is what I would consider a flesh Oshi, and as you can see here, I I wanted to. Oh, that I'm getting Twitter messages. Oh boy, that's a little spicy, but you know, I've got it's this guy. It's this fucking guy on YouTube, and I watch his content a lot, and I decided, you know what, he's like basically one of my favorite flesh tubers, so I might as well parody him for fun. Since I have so many of his mannerisms on, like I thought I could do a voice that sounds like his, this is one of his latest videos. Like, let's pause that. Oh, fair use. I just want to like this is what I was going for. Oh, a terrible artist. You're gonna like that. Where's Felix all along? Flash Yoshi is a thing. Yeah, this is the guy that I'm LARPing as. He does a lot.
Okay, that is pretty sick.
So what if I smell like roast beef? This whole place smells like roast beef.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, the Administrative Results channel. I appreciate you stopping by. So today we're taking a look at two firearms.
I watch his content a lot. It's like it's kind of like my comfort food in a way. That's why I like to watch his stuff.
This is an Arby's. Of the buttocks of a beautiful woman.
I should have referenced that. I should have been like
Which we used
a
in
little
the
bit more
MCX
horny.
video, but now I got a different can on that gun. My God. These dimples remind me of the dimples above the buttocks of a beautiful woman. That's a Ray Stevenson, the other guy's reference, and if you get that, we can be friends. Got the Surefire Scout Light. Got the Surefire Scout Light on there. Got a Hollow Sun Romeo.
I'm gonna fuck Felix if you don't do a race clip reaction stream. Well, I don't know. That's not in my ideas list.
4T, and then moving back.
Did you rebrand? It's Temu Executive Outcomes. Yeah, it's me. Not gonna lie to you, dude. You sound kind of like a younger Boone to me. I guess that's the best compliment I could have. I like that. I like the character a lot in New Vegas, but I would not want any of the things that happened to him to happen to me. How does one spell cudgrass? I'm not gonna spell that out because that might be odd. The Belgians have invaded Florida.
Thing is cool is in this.
Oh, the Belgians have invaded Florida. What is that?
Front, right, the handguard, the suppressor, the SD look, the
yeah, it's this guy. It's like he was administrative results in the past, but you know that's what that's what I was going for, because again, like he was what I would consider a flesh Oshi. I did tweet him I asked would I be allowed to do any of this. He didn't react, but you know what, that's on him. If it's better that he ignores me because I'm a little bit delusional. But yeah, for the most part, it's been really fun LARPing around, and both the charm of like wanting to do something in Gmod. This is Gmod. This is not New Vegas. But it is very Fallout themed. It is very Fallout themed. I wonder why this is more well zeroed than my rifle. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, I'm hitting these really good. Oh shit, I took some fall damage. Anyway, so let's heal up real quick. Let's have a Nuka-Cola. Yeah, but for the most part, yeah, that's the kind of thing I was going for. Because it was fun. I bet the Belgians have invaded Florida. A bunch of their F-35 technicians that just done training in Florida. That's interesting. Take a big yike. But yeah, for the most part, I don't know what to really say. I guess this is turning into a Zazadon. Opinion on New Vegas, the show so far. Oh, you mean Fallout the show with the information that you have? I do not like it. I already did a stream ranting about how terrible it is and how much I hate Amazon for like what they did to it. I don't like what Todd is doing to it. I don't like what like I respect I respect Bethesda for making Fallout 3. Oh, I got that real close. For making Fallout 3 and new and paving the way for New Vegas. But for the most part, I'm not really like I don't like him for much else, so to speak. I don't like him for much else. It's I feel like what is it? Where is that? They're not like I've been burned out about it for a little bit, but overall it feels like I don't know, like it's well, I do know, it's just like I can't articulate my words at the moment. I don't know how I don't know quite how I climbed that ladder with two of my hands holding a rifle. But yeah, overall, I mean the direction they're going with New Vegas. Yeah, no, I don't like it. It's like it doesn't like everything I've seen from the first season of this show. It's not good. It's not fun. It's not. There are people who like it. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure if I'm willing to respect that.
When work's underway,
Oh shit!
play Red Bull buzzing through the workday.
Oh,
Keep your eyes on the clock, and when the countdown reaches
don't do
zero,
that.
hit the buzzer.
Shut up. Anyway, yeah, for the most part, it feels like they're going to like Fallout 4ify it. They're gonna make it look like Fallout 4. They're gonna take away all these cool aspects of it that made it like gritty. They like the NCR isn't supposed like I always thought the NCR should have working power armor, but them making it the Ranger style, like it's not. It takes away so much identity from the Rangers, it takes away so much identity from the Rangers, from that, from any of the things that they actually have going on. Bro does not have ad block. I'm supposed to be on Brave. Anyway, so yeah, it's not looking great. Everything that the first season suggested, everything that the first season suggested would be a thing. It doesn't get my hopes up. I already hated the first season. Of Fallout, so it doesn't spark joy. Because overall, it's like they already ruined it with really bad Bethesda level writing. They already ruined it with that, and it's like I haven't been excited for Fallout content in a while. Even though I have like my own thing, I do want to resume. I do want to resume my own thing. Like I have this thing called I have this sort of retelling of New Vegas as a fanfic that I'm writing. It's fun. Like part of it was motivated by I can do this so much better than the show, and I really could. I feel like I really could do this so much better than the show. Doing this so much better than the show, and it just turned out horrible. I'm not having. Oop, let's have some. They retconned XO1. Yeah, I think. Wait, they did. Did they say it was the only memorable part of the Fallout 1 season was the Speed 0 out of 100 one half sex scene and the dumb SD1 crash out in Vault 4. I I didn't like any of the scenes in Vault 4. That was like probably my least favorite part of the show because it's like honestly it's not it's this representation of the deterioration of the series. I wouldn't even like even if this was in a series like I wouldn't even allow it in like if this was a regular if this wasn't even a Fallout series, I wouldn't want to watch it because it's just it's not it's this husk of a it's this awful husk of a series that's like it doesn't in Fallout 3 or in Fallout 4 they had XO1 made pre-war. It would make sense for like some retcons are good, some are bad. The part about the Brotherhood of Steel producing their own power armor wouldn't make sense. The NCR should have its own power armor, but it should be salvaged primarily because they wouldn't have the opportunities to like make anything. Luxor, oh yeah, that's a real casino that the that Gamora is based on. Overall, like a lot of the decisions they're making, it doesn't like it's not fun. And I feel like they're going to butcher everything heavily like they did the first season. We already know it's going to be bad. We already know they're going to commodify. They're already going to commodify Fallout into something that it just isn't. That it just it's not any of these things that are so common in the series. Like it's that they bastardized the show. They bastardized a lot of the things because they stupidly made it a part of level power armor in the fucking cocksucking Nuka World DLC XO1. Yeah. I like Far Harbor. I feel like Fallout 4 would have had so much potential, but it really was ruined by so many bad decisions and I like not counting Fallout 76. I overall consider it to be the worst in the series because it's not it's ironic because when I was younger Fallout 4 was everything to me and after a while I grew out of it because it wasn't as interesting. I liked the aesthetics, but it wasn't enough to captivate me. Then I got into New Vegas. I read up on Interplay. I still have yet to play Fallout 3. Speaking of Fallout, I need to at some point go back revisit my I have to at some point revisit my my Dead Money playthrough because I haven't been doing that very well. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't done that in a while. Let's go like I didn't showcase this in the stream. Bro, you're a brown version of me? Yeah. I mean, you're like are you a red version of me? I'm not Are you a red version of me? But yeah, overall, oh shit. Overall, yeah, like I got into Fallout 4 first because Fallout 4 was part of my childhood. I didn't play it myself, but I would commonly watch my friends play it. I would watch so many YouTubers play it. It was kind of like Minecraft in the way that while I didn't play too much of it, it was a fixture of my life because I saw so many people playing it, whether it be modded or vanilla. I think it was like watching them explore the story and go through it. I would admire like how much of the stuff they unlocked, how much of the story they progressed through. And overall, like I thought that was all Fallout had to offer. I barely knew like most of my exposure, I guess. Oh shit. Most of my exposure early on with Fallout wasn't actually New Vegas, but it was the Bethesda stuff. It was Fallout 3, it was Fallout 4. My first Fallout game was Fallout Shelter, and only getting into New Vegas did I have a real like genuine appreciation for everything that the series had to offer. And I feel like a lot of people don't they're not like that. They don't my name is Chief Kick a bitch, go to the casino. Well, we're not near New Vegas. We're in the like technically, if I was gonna like, this is a Gmod map. This is a Gmod map called GM Atomic. But if I were to compare it to a Fallout section, I would consider it the Divide. I would consider it the Divide because of how it looks. The place from Lonesome Road. But yeah, overall, New Vegas was my first. Oh, yeah, that's a really good starting point for the series. But like, to me, the Fallout series is Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 1, Fallout 2, as well as elements of tactics. 4 doesn't really exist. 4 doesn't really exist in my mind because, you know, it's just, like, I just realized that the story doesn't really make that much sense, and it wouldn't be fun to continue on that route because of, like, how much they screwed up the story, how much they screwed up the lore, and I know, like, we both follow Cretosis, right? Fallout Shelter, New Vegas, 4, then 3 in that order. And in 2010 when I was a little tyke. Oh, I barely knew what, Fallout, like, I think my introduction to Fallout was in, 2013. When was Fallout 4? When was Fallout 4? And speaking of which, for a time, I really complained that, like, what if Fallout could be on the Source engine or Source 2 engine? Because, because, like, looking at this is not Fallout, this is Gmod. Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was in 2015. Yeah, that's when I was, like, introduced. I was introduced to Fallout Shelter, then New Vegas, 4, then Shelter. That's it. Mine was Shelter, Shelter and New Vegas. But I've watched a lot of Fallout 4, but I haven't played it for myself. Ironically, I have visited a lot of the Fallout locations in real life, at least unintentionally. I've been to Bar Harbor, I've been to Mount Desert Island, which is the inspiration for Far Harbor. I've been to Boston. Oh shit, my game was lagging out. I've been to Boston. I've been, of course, as I posted on this channel, what the hell is that? Is this like a sort? Oh I didn't know this would turn into a horror segment. I didn't know where the hell that's coming from. Let's turn on the radio again. This is as you can see, like the props that I used are the Legion ragdolls for Fallout 4 was 2015. I got New Vegas in 2010. Didn't get into it heavily until 2013 to 2015. Fallout 4 came out when I was in 6th grade. Fallout 4 came out when I was in, like, I think in 4th grade, I think. No, I was in 6th grade as well. The fuck is that noise, man? Turn on the fucking lights. Yeah, but I took some of the, like, I took a few Battlefield 1 models and gave it to these Legion dummies so they could, like, they were having mock, this guy has a revolver, these guys have shotguns. Cause in the Windows regenerate. This guy has a revolver. These guys are holding M1903 Springfields. This guy's a shotgun as well. These guys are holding Springfields. But yeah, Fallout 4 came out around that time, and that was in 6th grade, so I don't know where those horror sounds are coming from. I guess, well, I don't know if we're, like, being trolled by the Gmod interloper or something, but, you know, at least we have the rifle, so we know what to do. Because, yeah, in Fallout 4... like, that was but I think I talked about a lot in my, when I did my my Fallout Ranch stream, one of the things I focused on was Nuka Break, and Nuka Break was the thing that got me, like, properly into Fallout lore. It wasn't accurate, but it made me realize how compelling of a story could be told via Fallout, like, especially in live action, which, like, I was rooting for a live action series, which is why I was so hopeful for Fallout, like, the show when it came out, like, before it proved it, like, it ended up as the worst show of all time in my eyes. because because the formula's there. It's been proven, it's been done before. And like a lot of the stuff that I write could be inspired by a lot of the stuff I write could be theoretically inspired by Nuka Break and and the character dynamics that come from there. Because and the character dynamics that came from there. I can still see your YouTube. Oh shit. Oh shit. I've been on oh, I have to keep it down. Someone's downstairs. But yeah, so overall,
Here's how the average man.
oh, I don't have ad block. I should have ad block. I should have ad block. But yeah, overall, I switched out of Gmod. Um Felix GPT write me an entire Ace comic game set in the 1970s. I could do that. I could do a reader's rants on that at some point. I could come up with something like that. Why am I more accurate up here? As soon as I say that, I start missing my shots. But yeah, overall, love it when you check OBS, gang. Love it when YouTube says to me, "Fuck you," and I'm trying to send an important message. But yeah, overall, I've been burnt out from Fallout for a little bit. I've been burnt out for writing because I've been feeling a bit under the weather. I've been having some mood swings recently. I've been feeling a bit Menhera. I've been suffering a creative block recently, and I have two things that I was working on prior to the creative block. But doing this helps. Talking with you guys really helps. And that's what I really enjoy, because I'll always have some semblance of appreciation for people I can talk to online. I remember, yeah, Felix is a secret camp golf misfit. I'm one of the misfits. I'm a Hanuran, the big guy who's the big Catholic big guy who doesn't want to hurt people, the big Irishman who proved that religion still exists in Fallout. Hanuran, and then there's Mags, who's the girl boss who's actually a girl failure. I love that segment of New Vegas, Flags of Our Foul Ups. I love that segment of New Vegas. But yeah, I'm secretly one of the misfits. This is again, I said this looks kind of like the Divide. This kind of looks like the Divide in what I would consider Lonesome Road. A lot of my friends are getting back into Fallout recently, and maybe I should fire up a real game, not a Gmod inspired version, but a real game of New Vegas in order to get back on my feet and sort of get back into the groove of things, because I've got a lot of Fallout stuff on the back burner that I want to delve back into, but I'm not sure if I'm mentally there for it. I'm shifting, I think. I'm pulling my shots. Or maybe it's just not registering on the target. There we go. I love how it makes the CS:GO kill sound, which is also a sound from Half-Life. But yeah, I think I've been into Half-Life recently, as y'all can see. Yeah, there. Anyway, so there's that going on. How long have I been streaming? How long have I been going? Oh, check your OBS. Hold on. Am I still going? Yeah, I am still going. Hold on. Why is my thing like that? Okay, there we go. 3 watching, 4 watching. Okay. I got scared because I thought it exited me out of I thought it exited me out. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of Richter Overtime content recently outside of YouTubing. Outside of YouTubing. Started 1 hour ago. Yeah, I think that should be good. This should be keeping me going. But yeah, this is anyway, besides that, arbitrative conclusions was a play on admin results and executive outcomes and that sort of thing going on because I quite admire my dear Flesh Oshi. Let's see if I can hit that. No, it doesn't look like I can. Oh, let's go back down the ladder. Or just do that and let's get another shot of the Nuka-Cola. Anyway, yeah, for the most part, let's spend the rest of our ammo here. For the most part, it was intended to be a parody of admin. I have to do another heal. Let's get myself a stim pack. Yeah. Overall, actually, let's do the course. Let's do the course here. Overall, it was supposed to be a big old reference to him. I wonder, like, a part of me hopes he'll see the part of me hopes he'll see the parody that I attempted to make of him, and that he'll be proud of me. Y'all talk about like parasocial relationships between like a streamer and viewer. No one talks about her ooh BFE, ooh like girlfriend experience. No one talks about the father experience, or like of course he is not all that. He's just like a guy on the internet, as he calls himself, a big chimp. So, and I am an even bigger chimp, I guess. Technically a smaller chimp, but bigger chimp as a brain. Let's see if I can get through that window. I don't think I can. I did it last time. I could jump through that window. Anyway, yeah, for the most part, disregard. That was for earlier. Disregard Felix Poke. It was for the Pokey. It was for the YouTube thing. Oh, okay. Disregard. Oh, I was able to get inside the Got to time that jump right. I got one more. Anyway, I think that's it. That's all I have for now. I really enjoyed doing that little parody segment because he is the reason, like, kind of like Brolime, who is streaming on Twitch but unfortunately is permanently off of YouTube. He is like kind of an inspiration that literally any dumb idiot with a creative brain and like enough nerdy passion could make it. Even if I'm not making money at the moment, it is something to enjoy. Parasocial relationship with the CO1201 and the Century series for some reason. Almost F. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, but the Century series, I love the Century series. I love the F1. Yeah, I think I don't know quite what to say. Is there anything else y'all want to keep discussing? Because I think that's all I've got for today. We can continue exploring the map. This is a pretty old map called GM Atomic. I've been playing a lot of Gmod. That's what I've been doing. Your stream is bugging out on my end. Well, I'm monitoring the stream on my phone, and it seems to be fine at the moment. Actually, you know what? Let's load it back up on ammo. Because we don't know what's out there. In Plains Gang, yeah. We don't know what's out there at the moment. We don't know what the is this divisible by 13? 107? Yeah, I think it is. Let's go get our car and let's go explore. Because part of the charm of this map is like the very liminal space, and I think because it is very clearly Fallout inspired, but there is like other elements to it too. And ironically, despite having like not very much references to Bethesda's Fallout, I feel it's fun. It's the best representation you could ask for. I think that asset of the water tower is ported directly from Fallout. I think that came from New Vegas. Say my TV asked if I thought it was the internet being asked. Say my TV asked if it was my end too. Stream is bugging out on my end too. That's unfortunate. It's fine on my end because it seems fine. We have Ashton and Hopeville over there, and we have that water tower. I did like mini Fallout LARPs when I would just like spawn things in and shoot at them with like a lever action rifle. And yeah, for the most part, it's not a very large map, but it's a very well styled and classic Gmod map. Oh, there's a gas station. But yeah, I don't really, is there anything else that you guys wanted to ask of me? Let's see what else, like, other questions that I haven't covered. Can I touch, bro? Bro, you forgot to go live. Yeah. The funny part, okay, the beginning was I accidentally started going to... Ooh, pretty ladies. Even if they are pixelated. Let's talk... Oh, this still has electricity. Oh, it's got a Microsoft Highwayman from Fallout 2. Yes, so this is supposed to be like a very Fallout map. Overall, oh, okay. So earlier today, when like I think I only realized I was because I was halfway through my script when I realized that I wasn't actually I wasn't actually doing anything, like I wasn't actually going anywhere. When I realized I wasn't actually streaming directly to the intended stream key. I think I screwed up the stream key and I had to reload that again. So can I figure the gun bunny? No, you can't actually.
Meets the Minecraft universe with one
Are you kidding me? Leave me alone.
Big Mac or 10-piece McNuggets.
Anyways, I'm a ballistic dummy. So the channel name change a part of your tribute to your Oshi? Yes. Felix got a job as my gun bunny. But yeah, well, in terms of a live action for Fallout, I feel like it would do really, like, of course, I'd elect myself to direct. I just need to get less burnt out and I guess more invested in a story like that. I know how I would direct it. I know the kinds of aesthetic choices I would make. And most of the humor would need to come from the characters themselves instead of like, haha, it's the 1950s, it's all wacky and weird. All the humor would need to come from the characters themselves. It would have to be very dry, because a lot of the original Fallout humor was in fact very snarky and very dry. Anyways, so I have a race clip reaction stream in the future. I'm not sure. Maybe I could do. Oh, that's a nuclear test site. I wonder. Like, there are YouTubers out there. I think there are YouTubers out there who react to race cars and like that kind of thing. I think there was one of this girl reacting to Isle of Man TT, the Isle of Man time trial, the motorcycle race. Which I haven't, I have to watch that in full. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Fallout seasons, the Fallout TV show. I don't have that much hope for Fallout 2, if that makes any sense. And overall, it wouldn't be fun. Flint and steel chicken. Hope Felix gets R swept by the mutant on this map. Chicken Jockey, I am Flint and Steel, I am Steve. Shut up, man. By the mutant on this map. You know, there was actually, at one point, there was, I think there was a Gmod map called Fading Everdawn that I was also gonna dress up as like an NCR soldier to like, but I wouldn't do it in character. I would just be Felix. I would just be me. I would do like the LARP was for moral support, but because I was too nervous to play that map. That was during Halloween or summer when I was looking to do like a horror map playthrough of Gmod. A horror map playthrough of Gmod because I wanted to see it because there was a monster on the map. It's this very liminal space. It's a very dreamlike art gallery. It's called Fading Everdawn, and I wanted to do it, but like I wanted to do it as a collab with someone else to to experience the map with, even if it is meant for single player. And overall, I think the part of the fun of it comes from we helped take on the monster together, and because I was too nervous to encounter that monster that was on the map that's gonna chase you around. It looked like the back rooms kind of. It looked like the back rooms to me. Felix wanna collab for Hollow Chuds? Maybe. I am interested in a collab with you overall for the for like a car related thing. I want to do a land yacht related stream, but I have to figure things out because I have like this whole backlog of stream ideas that I have going on. This one's from Fallout 3. This one. For Hollow Chuds, well, Halloween is a while away. I'm not even sure what my schedule will be looking like for Halloween, but you know, we're not even in summer yet, technically. We handled that pretty well. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just trundling around in this source in the source engine. I do want to collab at some point soon. Like when I'm in the mental state to like sort of get into the mood. I still have to do stream prep for the next week, and overall, besides streaming, the one that I need to take care of the most right now is clips, because I have a very big backlog of clips that I need to get out, and I'll be uploading stuff from like months or even like half a year old at this point. So I'll be doing that to aim for and finally get out. But the fact that my most successful clip is from a Leah stream that somehow didn't have its own clip already, it's free advertising the channel. And overall, that's why I comment so much on YouTube and Twitter. It's like, besides it being my open thoughts, it functions primarily as advertising for the channel. And I think it does pretty well. I hope like more people can find me both on Twitter and on YouTube, and that's how. And that's why I comment so much on Twitter stuff. But besides that, I think overall, I think there's nothing else that I have. I am glad to have a big audience today because I know y'all have been waiting for this. It's been fun. I think oh shit! Oh, I crashed the car. I think I'll be ending off here. I think I'll be ending. Bro thinks he's Justin V in 2017. Shut up, man. Or Turtle Chad. I don't like Turtle Chad because like he talks like a bot. I don't like any of his comments, but he disappeared off the face of the earth. But I hope he's doing well. Overall, I think I'll be. Let's see who we can raid. We got 5 people. That's like a big raiding party. Oh, that's cringe. Nyaru, that's a bit scary. She's doing a 3D thing. V-Royd from SG Mini Nikki. From Nyana Banyana, we got Nimi. Lilith O'Leary, ooh, that's interesting. Kiralusha, we have Sugi Aoki, who is Brolime's Big Booby Oshi. Stupid AI Military Surplus. Let's see who's live. Oh, Neo's live. Go.game.dev. Let's raid into Neo. I haven't talked to him in a while. But actually, there's a terrible artist. There's this guy in Neo's chat called named there's this guy in Neo's chat called Random Perv. I think you two would get along swimmingly, because like you both are like the guys that do like the weird pervy comments, the weird dirty man comments. So let's go there. Anyways, this has been this has been Arbitrative Conclusions. This has been Felix Valenti. Thank you so much for everyone who came. Thank you, Terrible Artist. Thank you Seismac. Thank you, Foxtrot Sierra. Thank you, Dantiok Fanboy. Thank you, Big Yike. And yeah, thank you everyone who came. O2 love, and I'll try and be in a, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed my stream. I'm glad you enjoyed my stream, and thank you everyone who came. Let's raid into Neo. Subscriptions. Let's raid into Neo. She Mini Nikki. There he is. Let's go there. Manual raid. Thank you everyone who came, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Can I figure you, Felix? No.